Oh, hello, Mr. Santa, sir.
Oh, hey guys. I don't know, I guess it's just one of those days where you just feel off. You know what I mean?
Yes? Maybe. I do not know.
Anyway,
No.
I've just been sitting here trying to find something worth watching on TV. It's going poorly. Coming next week on Meet the Neckos. Everyone's favorite cat girl, Blake Belladonna, makes her way home to Menagerie to reconnect with her loving mother and father. But things go awry when Sun Wukong joins her on her adventure, all the way to her front door. Things get even more intense when two members of the White Fang appear, which puts the two will they won't they lovers on edge. How will Papa Belladonna and Mommy Dearest react to the pretty boy's stowaway? What could these two mean for the Belladonna family and Menagerie as a whole? Who can say for sure? There's only one way to find out. Check out Meet the Neckos only on the RT site and YouTube and probably Crunchyroll. I think. I cannot honestly remember. Introducing Kent Williams as Big Daddy Gira Belladonna. Tara Platt as the sweet and sexy Kali Belladonna. With guest appearances from Derek Mears and Mike McFarland as Corsic and Fennec Albane. And last but not least, a fan favorite returns. Josh Greeley as the incomparable Tyrion makes his way to the town of Egon Bonatu. Find out next week on Meet the Neckos. Saturdays at like 10 or 12 or something. One of those things I said earlier. I don't have first.
Is that the sigh of, oh yeah, I should probably watch that so I can do the next episode of the RWBY Review Cap? Or...
No, Bento. That's a sigh of, fuck me, I just realized I pronounced Josh's last name wrong when I introduced him in the first review cap. And now I want to die because of it.
I'm sure it's fine. It was an honest mistake.
It's not fine to me. Tyrion is best girl. I can't just let an injustice like that slide.
Yeah, but I think that is part of his charm.
She's not wrong.
So, about that review cap?
Hit it! Hey, hi, ho, and howdy, huntsmen and huntresses. It's your boy, Goose. Shannon L. Shook. Back again with yet another episode of the RWBY Review Cap to talk about Chapter 5 of Volume 4. Menagerie. Could have fooled me.
I like him.
Mom!
We're slowly working our way back up to being caught up with the series once again, one episode at a time, and we're that much closer to the glory of what is to come. This episode was an interesting animal. Get it? Faunus? Shut up. It's the shortest, and quite a bit of the things mentioned within it are things we've already known for a decent while now. And the things that we didn't know are few and far between. And even then, most of it was just casual comedic banter. So honestly, the review cap for this episode is gonna be kind of a shorter one. Like really short. Like Jeremy Dooley kind of short. I'm sorry, little Jay. Hop, 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 and such. So, let's get started, shall we? We start the episode off with a continuation of Blake and Son's travels to Menagerie, opening up to the side of the ship from Chapter 3 of Runaways and Shitty Review Caps, as it enters the seaport market area, which is presumably the capital city of Menagerie, Kuokawana. I say this because it's where the High Chieftain of Menagerie lives. It makes sense to me. The thing anyone with eyes might notice immediately upon entering the market, and the city proper for that matter, is that there's a metric fuck ton of people here. Blake mentions that it's pretty obvious why, considering that the human race pretty much put an entire species onto a single island, which is only a third inhabitable in the first place. Speaking of which, it's here that Blake mentions that the reason so much of the island is uninhabitable is because the majority of it is covered with deserts, filled with everything in the world that would love nothing more than to tear you to pieces. Yeah, that. I would also like to point out that Blake does say wildlife instead of grim. It could just be nothing and me overthinking things, as I am like to do. From the top of a hill, Blake shows off the beautiful expanse that is Kuokawana.
It's beautiful.
She sure is. Oh, wait, the city. Shit, yeah, of course. What did you think I meant? She's still not wrong. Sun, after taking in the view. No, not that one. No, sadly, very, very sadly, not that one either. Yeah, that one. Begins to tease Blake on the fact that knowing her backstory and her general attitude regarding life and its bullshit means she was probably an extremely poor child with an even poorer family. Something which Blake shuts down almost immediately like he was late on a power bill by showing her her actual house. One that brings shame to, everyone else in the entire country. Damn, that's a big house. Think of how many Corys you could fit in there.
In the house?
Yeah, in the house.
Cory?
In the house.
In the house?
Cory.
Cory?
In the house.
In the house?
Yeah. The two make their way to the door and proceed to knock on the world's largest door knocker after a short moment of hesitation from Blake. Shortly after, the door opens to reveal...
Blake?
Hi, Mom.
My baby girl.
Now, while I did say earlier that this review cap was going to be a bit shorter because there wasn't much to talk about, this is one of the very few things I really want to talk about. And it's arguably one of the best moments in this episode. Blake's mother, Kali Belladonna, is one of the most important things in a person's life that almost all of our major characters either completely lack or haven't had for a very long time. A supportive mother figure. And Gira, her father, a supportive father figure, which admittedly we have more of. Looking at you, Savage McGee and Supreme Badass Extraordinaire. Even if you did leave me hanging with that love of my life thing. Back on topic. In all of RWBY, we don't see much in the way of supportive mother figures. Allow me to explain. RWBY had Summer Rose, Supermom, Baker of Giant Monsters and Slayer of Cookies, but Summer Rose died very, very early on in RWBY's life, presumably back to when she was still being carried around in wagons into certain death by her sister. Speaking of which, Yang has Raven, a complete and utter shitbag of a mother, and from what we've seen, a pretty much dickfuck of a human being all the way around. Here's looking at you, Shion. As for Weiss, there's Mama Shani. Fucking drunk. And not even a productive drunk like Crow, more just like a presumably sad drunk who hates her life. Admittedly, we don't know why she's the way she is, but to me, until I get actual confirmation as to why she does it, I'm just gonna go with sad drunk. Jean has a supportive family, but one we never actually see. One that just kind of gets referenced every once in a while. Pyrrha, back when she was around, could also be assumed to have a supportive family. One that helped her work towards her destiny. Oh god, I just realized it's gonna rip my fucking heart out if John ends up meeting her family at some point. I do want to see it, but god damn is it gonna be suffering of the highest caliber. Ren and Nora were stated to have been orphaned pretty early on in life. There is more I could say in this based on future episodes of the series, but for the sake of spoilers, we're gonna say it for our time. So not right now. We're not gonna do that right now. All of this meaning we've not had a single supportive mother figure who's actually made an appearance up until this point, and who isn't dead as dicks. I think it's really good that we finally get to see that, and it was interesting whose mother we actually got to fill a role such as this. With the way we see Blake throughout the series prior to this point, we're pretty much completely in the dark regarding her family outside of one line from Volume 1.
That's right. I was a member for most of my life, actually. You could almost say I was born into it.
And one from Volume 2.
I was raised outside the kingdoms. If you can't fight, you can't survive.
And even those don't paint much of a picture. When I first saw the intro, really should make a video on that, it caught me all the way off guard when Gira and Kali showed up, because I honestly thought the way Blake had been portrayed the entire series so far, she had no family and been orphaned like Ren and Nora. In the end, I'm really glad we got to meet Gira and Kali. And I can't wait to see what else we get from them. I know some people weren't super enthused by the whole meet the parents cliche thing, with Gira not caring for Sun all that much and Sun being a lovable jackass that he is. Oh, and this part.
I like him.
Mom!
Meow. But in the end, I still dug it. Just because something's been done before doesn't mean it's trash, and therefore it should never be done again. I don't know, this is just kind of my thoughts on things.
I think that's a pretty decent way of looking at it, Mr. Chancellor. And admittedly, it's a much better little monologue than what you went with in the first draft of the script. That was awful.
Yeah, I think so too. That was pretty bad. Anyway, let's get back to the review cap, shall we?
We shall.
Oh, well that doesn't seem ominous. After the introduction to both Gira and Kali, as well as a little back and forth between everyone, as stated before, Meet the Parents style, the gang gets interrupted by a knock on the door. Gira goes to answer it, stating that he forgot about a meeting he was supposed to have around this time. This is something that leads Kali to drop the knowledge that it's the White Fang being the other party Gira was to meet. Blake and Son rush to the door. Yeah, because what's a better idea than running headfirst into the people you're trying to hide from? Why don't you think this thing through? To see Blake's father greeting Corsic and Fennec Albane, two brothers, maybe twins, who represent the White Fang of Menagerie. Obviously, the whole "my dad is talking with the twins from The Shining," who also happen to be the emissaries of Shitbags Anonymous, doesn't really sit well with her, causing everyone to get just a little bit sassy.
What is she talking about?
The two brothers state that the events that transpired in Vale and at the fall of Beacon were due exclusively to the actions of the one true edgelord, and that the Vale branch of the White Fang has been officially disowned by Sienna Khan as they no longer follow his or her orders. While their words seem to calm down Gear just a little bit, Son and Blake don't buy that shit for even a second, and reply in the greatest language ever created by mankind. Sass.
Who says I'm done fighting?
The Albanes leave as Gira goes back to speak with his family and future son-in-law.
So, those guys were creepy.
I really don't like you.
That seems to be going well. And Blake storms off, understandably a little salty with the brothers and their bullshit. Speaking of the brothers, as they make their way down the stairs, they make it abundantly clear that they are, in fact...
So, shall we inform Brother Adam?
We shall.
complete and utter fucking lying assholes. God damn it. I thought we could take a break from this bullheaded fuck for more than like 5 seconds. Oh, and now what is this I see? My waifu? My beloved? My one true love?
Excuse me. I was hoping you could help me find someone.
Please don't kill her, Tyrion. 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 Please don't. Hey, gang. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video. Again, this one is a lot shorter. But again, the episode was very short, and there was only so much to talk about. I'm sure there's a couple more things I could have gone into a little more detail that made a little bit of an extra joke. Also, I've noticed my mouth is not fucking working today. So if anything that I say just comes out like word soup, I'm so fucking sorry. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm gonna Merry Christmas and all that. I'm gonna do what I can to get started on episode 6's review cap here very, very shortly. I've been waiting for this for a while. Because I took a break from the series for a little bit doing the recap, specifically because I couldn't think of anything in particular I really wanted to talk about. And then episode 6 happened and I'm like, fuck. Damn it, I have to talk about it because I like it. I fucking love that episode. And fucking episode 7 just came out. And I just became a first member, so I could actually watch him even earlier than before, which is cool. Also get to watch like theater mode and all that shit. Brag. Oh, it's so fucking good. That episode's, oh god damn it. I need to get started on this as soon as I can. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys did like it, never be afraid to like, comment, subscribe, do all that, double hit it. All you know how it do. Lemons, toodles, and doodles, and shit. This is still a fucking long ass outro. God damn it. I used to be good at this. Please don't kill her, Tyrion. 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 Please.